Hey everybody, this is Luke, and I'm here with Happy Hour Breaks. I had a couple of requests for some people that asked about Pokemon and what money can be made if there is any. And I'm gonna go over my personal journey so far. I'll be completely honest. I've been collecting since I was a kid, and then I took a really big break, and I came back pretty strong, I guess you could say, in the last 4 to 5 months. God bless my wife for being a little understanding with it. But I'll be honest with you, it's been a hell of a ride so far. It kind of brings me back to my childhood with the stuff that I used to own, and I still wish that I had some of those cards because they'd be worth a lot of money now. But like you see before you, we have a Pokemon Unbroken Bonds box, sealed in the package. Getting ready to rip these open at some point here in the future when we get some more Pokemon people in the group. Got a Champions Path Elite Trainer box. We have a Shining's Fates Elite Trainer box. I got quite a few of those. The Vivid Voltage and the Darkness Ablaze is also another 2 sets, all under the Sword and Shield idea, or Sword and Shield set. And hopefully you guys can pull some information away from this. You see in the very back, the Champions Path, those purple boxes. These I've said this a few times already in a couple other streams that I've done, but the Hatterene V, I'm going to show you 2 cards that I pulled directly from this box that I have here before you, that 5 or 6 times paid for the box itself, because these are going for, if you wanted to purchase one through me, I could probably do it for about $35. And every single one of them has a Hatterene V card in it, and then it's got four other packs in the back, plus this promo size card as well. I'm going to probably rip one of these here in a little bit after I go through some of the other personal cards I have. So what's a good thing to look for in Pokemon and what's not? Let's just start off with this Dark Carmeleon card here that I picked up. You'll notice here on the right hand side that shows an R. This is for Team Rocket. I don't know if I can get in real close. You can see the date here on the bottom. This is a 1995, 96, 98. It's 1999, numbered of 32 out of 82. And then you'll also notice here on the other side of the card, it says first edition. So this card, in its current state, looking at the corners, looking at the centering, if I was to get this graded, you could probably be worth anywhere between $700 to $800 for those very things that I pointed out. The first edition stamp on the left-hand side and the R, the Team Rocket, is a really popular old school printed version of these cards. I definitely something to keep in mind if you're looking online and you see them. These are the ones you want to look for, but you also want to look for the quality of them too. I don't necessarily want to take this out of the container here, but the back of it, you want to look. All the 4 corners you want to look. If you see any damage whatsoever, that immediately is going to lower the value of the card. I'm somewhat self-explanatory there, but just what box or pack do you get out of it? Yes, Champions Path, Matt. You're talking about the Hatterene V box, Matt? Alright. Here's another Charizard that I picked up. Actually, excuse me, the first Charizard I'm going to show you here. See, that's pretty, it's a full art, and it's a promo, SM60. You can look these up online. These are probably the lower end value cards. This is like a $40 to $45 card here, but it's still a pretty cool card with the art on it. But again, you want to look at the back corners and the side. See, it looks like the centering on this card is pretty good. If you were looking at it from the collecting point of view, the centering matters a lot when you want to send it to get graded. Oh, that Dark Carmeleon card? No, I purchased that from somebody online. I'll show you the 2 cards if you want to get to that point right now, Matt. Let's see here. All right, just a minute. through those two. Sorry, bud. Alright, so there's that one and this one. I'll get those to see what you can pull out of a Champion's Path type pack, and I'll also go what you can pull out of a Vivid Voltage pack. I'll do that real quick. Okay, so yes, I opened a Hatterene V box and I pulled this card right here. If you zoom in real close here, I don't know if you guys can see that on the stream, but it's a 79 out of 73, which makes it an ultra rare. This card right now is going between $550 to $600 ungraded. So you want to go and look again at the centering. This one has a pretty good centering. Yes, absolutely, man. Anytime. That's what I'm here for, man. I mean, I hope everybody can get something out of this too if they want to watch it back. But yeah, this card pulling out of that kind of a box, I was floored. It was just, I should have actually done it live on a stream, and it would have been even better. But yeah, I pulled it directly out of one of those purple Hatterene V boxes. But yeah, no, it's definitely a hell of a card right there. And then I opened 4 of the Hatterene V boxes when I first got in some, and then I pulled this card here, which is a Charizard VMAX Champion's Path 74 out of 73 ultra rare, and it's a rainbow. Obviously you can see the coloring there, looks like a rainbow. Pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, this is definitely a Champion's Path card, and it's worth between $300 to $350 on the open market ungraded. So you got to be careful though. Again, there's some that they will try to sell you that, like this one, is not quite centered. I don't know if you can see to the left, it's a little off center to the right, and the corners look pretty good. I mean, I literally pulled it out of the pack and put it right in this top loader myself. But yeah, no, this is definitely a very good pull to have on a personal level. Chad Premore pulled me one of these in one of his Champion's Path feeds that he does, and you know, so I ended up I bought, before I pulled these two personally, basically I had bought 2 other ones in the $200 range, and then now they're worth $300 to $350 so just something to keep in mind there. And these 2 cards I got out of a promo. These are probably the most valuable from the ones that I've showed you so far. The Vivid Voltage Charizards with the holo. They're also a promo card. I got these out of another live rip that I got from Filth Bombs. You're familiar with them. But they did a Pokemon break, and they had the promo boxes of Vivid Voltage. In each pack inside came 2 full packs with these 2 cards in the front, and then they also had some other lower valued Charizards in the back. But I guess to go back to what we're looking for what would be a good card to send in for grading, this one is probably the best center that I have of these 2, and the other one, you can see the difference is it slid to the right a little bit, which is really unfortunate. It wouldn't definitely not be eligible for a PSA 10. But you flip it over on the back, and it looks like the centering is over here to the left a little bit. And it's definitely something to it's really been fun for me. I've really enjoyed it so far. I know everybody kind of makes fun of me because, you know, who the hell wants to collect Pokemon cards as an adult, but as you can see, some of these cards really have some value to them. I got a pretty good stack over here. I can go through them pretty quick. Anything in particular you want to learn, Matt? I don't know if you're one of the only people in here, but I definitely want to teach you something if you want. This Charizard card, it's a pretty cool art. It is RC5 out of RC32, and it's got pretty good centering. The condition, you know, sitting, this is about a $35 to $40 card. This one right here is a Charizard and Reshiram Tag Team Japanese card, and it is 220 out of 173. This is about a $450 card, roughly. Here is the Evolutions, which kind of came out of a box just like this. The Evolutions is a reprint of the first edition Pokemon that came out back when it first started. And You see on the bottom here, it shows a little, I don't know if you can see with my thumb in the way here, the Evolutions insignia there. This is 11 out of the 108. This is a hollow. The condition's pretty good, but like I said, it came out of that Evolutions type box just like that one. Now, I want to show you the difference between these two cards. Okay, this is the hollow, and this is the same exact card, same exact numbering on the bottom left-hand side, but it's called a reverse hollow. If I move it a little bit, you can show the difference in how you look at it, and they each have a different value. I'm not exactly positive what the value is currently on these two cards. I think they're $150 to $170 a piece. I'm not exactly sure, to be totally honest with you. But you can pull the same card, same numbering on the bottom corner of the card, and it can look the reverse. Oh, sorry about that, Matt. Here is another reverse hollow from the Evolutions. Alright, this one here, the reason I showed you those two first, because this is an original hollow Charizard card. You can see that the art looks almost identical. You can tell that the hollow is a little bit different. I'm not sure why it keeps freezing up. Maybe I'll have to stop and start again, Matt. I'll show you this one last card here, and then we'll probably call it quits for now. But yeah, this card graded out with good centering and really good quality can be over $1,000 card. Hopefully you've gotten a little bit out of it. I pulled this one out of a Champion's Path, I believe. This is another one I wanted to show you real quick. Dark Charizard is from Team Rocket only, I believe. And you see the R over here on the right, and then the first edition on the left. 4 out of 82. Yeah, the reverse hollow and the hollow, typically, at least in the Evolutions set, is right around the same amount of value. But here's the different. Oh, I should have put that one away. So here's two different cards from the same set. One is a hollow, and if I move it, you can see the difference. And one is a non-hollow. Same card, same numbering. Oh, excuse me, not the same numbering. 4 out of 82, and this one is 21 out of 82. But they both have the R on the side. This one here has the first edition, and it's the hollow. So this is about a $600 card right here. And this card here, not exactly sure. I think it's probably around $50 to $80, maybe a little bit less, for the Dark Charizard, without the hollow, without the first edition. Alright, and then here's another one that's a first edition non-hollow. This is also a good card too, with the first edition sticker on the left hand side. You really want to look for that first edition if you're dealing with older cards. The dark Charizard is a Team Rocket version. Yes, correct. Alright, so this is another one that's called an ultra rare, and it's 114 out of 113. I'm not exactly sure which set this one was from, but if you can see the different ways that it comes through. Reshiram, this is called an ultra rare as well. This is about a $75 card roughly right now. This is one of the only trainers that's really worth much. This is a Vivid Voltage, I believe. Red Challenge, this is about a $75 card. But this is a much newer version of, I was showing you some older ones at the beginning. This is a newer set. One thing I wanted to mention, this is from the base set. This is a hollow. This is a Venusaur. This is a pretty valuable card here. This is a 15 out of 102. Centering is pretty good. The back, oh, you can't really see the back. But I wanted to point out on the right hand side here. See, there's a shadow on the box. If this did not have a shadow on the box, the value goes up almost triple. And if it had a first edition here on the left, it would also be even more money. You're talking $6,000–$7,000 for this card if it didn't have the shadow on the right hand side and it has the first edition stamp on the left. Alright, Charizard, this is the Vivid Voltage. We were showing the other Charizards from the beginning. This is a cracked hollow. This is probably a $35 to $40 card roughly. I have a couple of them. And this is another promo, a Lugia. Um, and this one's probably graded out, could be $100 to $110 card, because it's a promo. If I'd left it in the actual packaging that it came in the promo box, it would have been even worth more, and that was my own stupidity because I wasn't sure how that was working out, or what that really meant. So I learned a pretty valuable lesson, I guess you could say. But I mean, I could go through the rest of these. I think I'm kind of just being redundant here at this point, but I hope whoever wanted, some information on Pokemon cards, and that there is value there, and they're fun to look at. I got a lot of really good art. But I hope that answered some of your questions, Matt, or whoever else needed some questions. If you have any, you can message me anytime in our group. I will definitely be interested in helping anybody out. I'm gonna do a couple personal box openings now, and if you want to stay tuned and watch, it'd be great. I can show you what comes out of these Hatterene V boxes. One more quick thing. The value in Pokemon cards have gone up so fast. This Pokemon Evolutions box I purchased in December, and it was right around $450 for this box. Now, if you go on anywhere online, they're going for $1,100 to $1,200 right now. It's absolutely crazy that these things are worth this much. I don't know if they're even worth that much, or you could even get that kind of value back out of this box as it sits. But it's fully sealed from the factory with the cellophane with Pokemon on it. I mean, it's the real deal, 100%. I'm not exactly sure why the value was up as high as it is, but it's just something to think about there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and open this one Hatterene V box live here just to show you. Hopefully we can pull some good cards. I'm not sure why it's choppy, Matt. I think we are lagged quite a bit. I'll go ahead and stop and see if I can get the choppiness to stop, and I'll restart it again. I'll be right back.